Hello, friends. Today we have cubic summations by LMDemasi. Standard Sudoku rules apply. So this means because we have a 9 by 9 puzzle, we're going to be using the numbers 1 through 9, and we will place those once each into every one of these boxes, once each in every row, and once each in every column. We don't have any given digits to help us out with that. We're going to have to use some lines to figure out where these go. We have Rinban lines. The thicker pink lines in the grid are Rinban lines. Digits on a line form a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So these thick pink lines are going to be the Rinban lines. I like that they're called pink. I agree they're pink. Sometimes I see purple. I think they're pink. So a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, but in any order. So maybe we have a 2 here and a 4 here and a 5 here. We still need a 3 somewhere. Maybe a 6, a 7, and an 8. This would have to be a 6. This would be a valid Rinban line because we have the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in some order, nothing repeating. They are consecutive, etc., etc. That would work. We also have region sum lines. The thinner blue lines in the grid are region sum lines. Lines are split into segments by box borders. Within each individual line, the sum of the digits on each segment is the same. The sum of segments on different lines may or may not be equal. So we have a bunch of thin region sum lines here. So the way these work, if I start here and I'm following this line and then I get to a box border here, that's going to create a new segment. So this would be segment 1, and then I have segment 2 here. Let's make this one red. So the sum of these 3 digits will be the same as the sum of these 2 digits. And same thing here. If I follow this, then I have a segment here. This is going to be its own segment, and then I have another segment here. These 2 yellow digits will have the same sum as these 2 orange digits will have the same sum as this single pink digit here. Very cool, very cool. As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. That'd be super cool. And there's also a link to a playlist of all the other Sudoku-ish puzzles I've solved. I'm actually going to take my contacts out real quick because they're bothering me, and this is going to be a glasses solve, and we'll get started. I'm not the only one that wears my contacts way longer than I should, right? And then they start bothering me. Yeah. I never wear my glasses except for first thing in the morning. Actually, no. Right when I wake up, I just scroll without my glasses for a while, but my phone is like right next to my face. Or like right before bed. That's the only time I wear them. So I think subconsciously my brain starts telling me like it's time to go to sleep because I'm wearing my glasses. But we're gonna stay awake for this one. This one's gonna be good. First off, I'm really amazed. This is like there's no given digits, but this is gonna work somehow. And all we have are region sum lines and Rinban lines. And it's pretty symmetrical. There's some of the region sum lines are different shapes, but for the most part, you know, like it's pretty symmetrical. This is cool. What's a good place to start? I like region sum lines. These Rinban boxes or squares are interesting because I need to have a set of non-repeating consecutive digits. So this is going to have to be a 1 or a 9, right? If I were to make this a 5, then, okay, basically in each box I have to use all of the numbers 1 through 9 once each somewhere. If I were to make this like a 5 or a 4 or a 7 or something, this is going to be broken. They're not going to be consecutive in some order. So I think this has to be a 1 or a 9. These are all going to have to be a 1 or a 9. Which means these are going to be the same and these are going to be the same, which is interesting. Let's look at how this is on here. Yes, these 2 digits have to sum to be this digit. So if this was a 9, there's nothing that could go here besides a 0 that would make this work. And only a single cell. So let's make this a 1, meaning these are going to be 9s, and then this is also going to be a 1. Okay. Now, this could be a 9, so this could be an 8 at most, but it does mean that I need a 9 to go on here somewhere, and every other digit. 9 cannot go here in this column because of Sudoku. It can't go in this row, and it also can't go here. So 9's going to go there somewhere. That's probably fine. I also have a 1 here. So this is going to work out some way. I have some options here. What else do I know? This is 3 cells to be one single cell. So the minimum that this can be is 1, 2, 3, which sums to 6. So this will have to be a 6, 7, 8, 9 at least. This is the same digit, which is neat. This is the same digit, which is neat. It's different than this same digit. Shading might be good. This is the same digit. Maybe I want to do some shading. This is the same digit and this is the same digit, but it's different from this one. This and this might be able to be the same thing. This is also going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9. This cannot be a 9 and this cannot be a 9, so 9 is going to go somewhere here. That's probably fine. There's probably some things that can't go on this. No, I could do like a 9, a 1, and a 2. And that's only 12. That would be really small here. Okay. This has a 1, so at a minimum, this is 2, 3, making this a 5 at least. Okay. Let's look at more rin bands. This at the lowest could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in some order. So this would be an 8, 9. Let's start there. Yeah, this could be an 8, 9. But this can't actually be a 9. I can think about this a better way. So actually, I want to use this region sum line in combination. If this were to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then this would be 8, 9, which would mess with this region sum line pretty bad. That's already 17, which I can't do in one cell. So what's the biggest possible digit I could put here? If I had like a 1 and a 2. Let's see, if this is a 1 and then this is a 2, that's only 3. So the biggest digit I could use here is a 6. But I need how do I want to say this? These two digits, because of the rin band in the box, are going to be a 1 and a 9, a 1 and a 2, or an 8 or a 9. 8 and a 9 together. That's the only way that's going to work. I don't think I can use an 8 or a 9 at all on the region sum line. So I also can't do a 1 and a 9 together to have 2 through 8 here. That would break this, and it would also break this. So let's do a 1 and a 2 here. I believe that's going to have to be the only way that works. If I use a 1 here, then yes. Yep, that's the only way it works. I'm sticking with it. I don't have a good way of putting that into words, but that's the only way it works. So this is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I also know this is already 3. If this is 3, 6 would still work. This could be a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6, basically. 9 is going to have to go here somewhere. We'll come back to that. Okay, do I want to do something similar here? I don't have a region sum line messing up this one. This cannot be a 1 or a 9. The only options that can go here, though, because of this shape, are going to be 1, 2, 8, 9 still. This cannot be a 1 or a 9. If I use a 2, then I have to also use a 1 out here. And if I use an 8, I also have to use a 9 out here. So this is either 2, 1 or 8, 9. I cannot use 1, 2, so this is going to be an 8, and this is going to be a 9. Meaning this can't be 8 or 9, so this can't be 5 or 6. Okay. There is more I can do here for sure. I have a 9 here or here. Okay, because of Sudoku, I have to put a 9 here. It can't go here either. If this was a 9, then this would be 10, which I can't do in one cell. So let's make this a 9. Meaning I do need to use a 9 here. I have the same shaped rin band here. I feel like I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. There's just so many good things to look at right now. Meaning I need to use a 9 here. I don't want to use a 9 on this region sum line. And I also don't want to use a 9 on this region sum line. So let's put a 9 here. Meaning these two cells are going to sum to 9, which is fine. I have options for that. Where else can I put some 9s? I need a 9 in here. It cannot go here. It cannot go here. This cannot be a 9. I think I have options. I think I have options. Okay. What else do I know? This is a 1, 2, 3, 6 or a 1, 2, 4, 7. This is going to be the 3 or the 4, the 6, the 7 that I don't use, and also a 5. I have a 5 here somewhere. Okay. Let's look at this. I'm going to have the same situation as here. This is either a 1, 2, a 1, 9, or an 8, 9. So what works here? There's no way I can use a 9 at all because of this also. So there's no way I would want an 8 here either. If I put an 8 off the line, then I also have to put a 9 off the line, and I can't do that. So this is going to be a 1, 2, meaning this is a 2 and this is a 1. So this would be a 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing I had here. Let's look at this one then. This one has to be an 8, 9. So let's put 9 here and 8 here. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think I can place more 9s, can't I? This can't be a 9 anymore or an 8. So this also can't be a 5 or a 6. So now I have a 6, 7 pair here, a 3, 4 pair here. These are going to be different because these are different. What else do I know? It'd be really cool if a 5 ends up going here because of the symmetry here. Maybe. I can place more 9s, I'm pretty sure. I need to have a 9 here somewhere. If this was a 9, this would be broken, so let's place a 9 here. And I think 9 has to go here, right? I believe that's what I ended up deciding. 9 can't go here, or here, or here. 9 also can't go here, so this is a 9. So in order to get 9, 1 plus 8 makes 9, and then this will just be two numbers that sum to 9. I'll come back to that. I need a 9 up here, and I believe it has to go here. I have all my 9s. Okay. This needs to be two numbers that sum to 9. I can't do 1 and 8. I can't do 2 and 7. I could do 3 and 6 or 4 and 5. So this is going to be my 3, 4 pair for the box. The other 5, 6 has to go somewhere. And then also a 7 and an 8. Okay. Next. These are two numbers that sum to 9. Oh, I can place a 1 right here. Look at that. I can't have 1s in this column or this column, or this row or this row. So this has to be a 1, meaning this also has to be a 1. I need a 1 here or here. Neither one of those are on a region sum. I need a 1 here somewhere. There's no way that this could be a 1, so let's make this a 1, meaning 1 has to go here. These aren't on region sum, so I'm not sure yet. Cool. Very nice, actually. I'm running low on options on what can go here. 1, 6, 7, 9 cannot. 8 also can't go here. Where does 8 go in this box, maybe? 8 can't go here or here. 8 is going to go in this column, meaning 8's going to go over here. That's fine. If this is an 8, then this is an 8. And that won't work. So this won't be an 8. This is going to be an 8. Can I place more 8s? I forgot I had this one, actually. 8 has to go here now, so this is going to be two numbers that sum to 8. I'll come back to that. I need an 8 down here, not on a region sum line, so I'm not sure. 8 goes here. 8 goes here or here. If this were to be an 8, this would have to be a 1 in order to sum to 9, and that doesn't work. So let's make this an 8. Maybe I do know. 8 goes here or here. I'll go ahead and pencil mark that. And then an 8 in here. Can't go here or here. Oh, this needs to be a 7. There you go. 8 can't go here or here, and it's also not a 7. So 8's going to be one of these. We'll come back to that. 8, I don't know where 8 goes down here. Okay. This, I'm very close to knowing what the 3 digits are. My choices here are 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I can place a 2 for sure. These are the only 4 digits left. 2 can't go here or here, so this is going to be a 2, meaning this is also a 2. So this is a 3, 4, 5, which sums to 12. So this will be 2 digits that sum to 12. Can't do 3, 9, can't do 4, 8. I could do 5, 7. I can't do 6 and 6, so it's got to be 5, 7. Meaning I don't want any combination of 5, 7 happening here. This is a 3, 4, 5. Let's start there. This is going to be a 7, and this is going to be a 5. So this is going to be a 6, meaning I need this to be a 3. This will be a 7, meaning I need this to be a 4. This was summing to 9, so I can't use 4, 5. It's going to be 3, 6, meaning this can't be a 3. This also can't be a 3. So this is going to be a 3. There you go. I have a 3, 6, a 4, 5. This is a 5, 7. I think I have some more sums to look at for sure. This is going to be a 4, 5, and a 7. Oh, this is a 4. This is a 5, and this is a 4. So this is going to be a 5 or a 7. If this is 5, I can't use a 2 or a 1, so I would not be able to get 5. Let's make this a 7 and this a 5. If I can't use 1 and I can't use 2, this is going to be a 3, 4 to get 7. What else do I know? What else do I know? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be something in this column. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 can't go here. This cannot be a 3. But I think 2 and 4 are fine options. This also becomes a 2, 4. If it's a 2, that works. If it's a 4, it just means that this is a 4. That's totally fine. Okay. We'll come back to that. What else? I have a 2, 3, 4, and a 9 here. 7 needs to go here. I need a 1 here somewhere still. 2, 3, 4. I need a 5. 5 just can't go here. I'll come back to this one, I think. Let's look at this. This can't be 1, 8. I can't do 2, 7. I can't do 3, 6. It has to be 4, 5. There you go. Which means I need a 5 down here. It also means this is going to be a 2, so this is a 2, so this is not a 2. This is a 3, 4, and this is a 3, 4. Meaning I need 3 and 4 up here. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 5 and an 8 here. Oh, I don't know about either one, do I? Okay. Do I have more regions sum lines I haven't looked at yet? I don't think so. Oh, I don't have this. Okay, I can't do 1 and 6. Or sorry, 1 and 7. What if I did 2 and 6? 2 can't go here, but this could be a 2 and this could be a 6. That would be fine. What about 3, 5? Can't do 3, 5, can't do 4, 4. This is a 2 and this is a 6. So this is a 3 and this is a 6. What did that tell me? Oh, this is a 5, so this is an 8. And this is a 5. It means 8 goes here. 3, 4, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, I know these 3 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 can't go here, and 3 can't go here, or 4. This has to be an 8. This won't be an 8. This won't be an 8. This will be an 8. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I need a 4, a 5, and a 7. 5 and 7 can't go here, so this is a 4. This is going to be a 5, 7, but this makes a 7 and a 5. 4 makes this a 3 and a 4. Oh my gosh, I did end up getting a 5 in the center. Nice. This is a 1, 2. I need a 3 and a 6. So let's put a 3 here and a 6. Just kidding, 6 here. I need a 2 here and a 7 here, I believe. So let's make this a 5 and this a 7. So this is a 4 and this is a 5. Scanning columns I have a tough time with. 1, 2, 3, 4. My screen's too big. That's like a first world problem. This is a 7. Oh no, I still don't know about that. Okay. Next on the list, this is a 2 and this is a 3. So this, let's see, I need a 1. Oh, I don't know where that goes yet. 2, 3, I need a 4. I have a 5, I need a 6. 6 is gonna go down here somewhere. Okay. Did I miss anything? 1, 6, this also becomes a 1, 6 then for the row. 4, 6, 3, 4. This is a 3, 4, 6. It can't be a 3 or a 4. So this is a 6, this is a 1, this is a 6, this is a 4, this is a 1, meaning this is a 3 and this is a 4. So this is a 3 and this is a 4. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Last digit I placed wasn't a 9, but it was a 5, which is still pretty cool. Nice. It is so cool how this ended up working out with only rin bands and region sum lines, no given digits, and also having the rin bands be symmetrical. That's really cool. The 1s and the 9s needing to go off the line, of course, and then having 9, 8, 1, 2, and 9, 8, 1, 2. I realized that when I saw that I had 7 different digits in the same box on a rin band, that makes sense, but I didn't catch they saw each other. So I wouldn't be able to do 1 and 9 because this would be stuck being 2, 8, which doesn't work. I have to have a set of 9, 8 and have to have a set of 1, 2. I didn't realize that until later when like, oh yeah, it has to work that way. Very nice. There was a lot of, oh shoot, like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 have to go here now, or 3 and 4 because of this 3, 4 and this 3, 4 pair. That was neat how that ended up working out too. And I'm sure if I keep looking for more, it'll keep happening. 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6. That one didn't come up during the puzzle, but still neat. Very nice. I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. Let me know how y'all did in the comments.